Greetings from the channel again. We are analyzing a story, a remark, and a headline today that is so significant, so disruptive, and, to be honest, so contentious that it requires all of our full attention. As you can see from the video's title, we will analyze every aspect of this remarkable assertion. A seasoned tennis referee, who has experienced the sacred, immaculate grounds of Wimbledon, felt the crushed red brick of Roland Garros, seen the thrilling night sessions at the US Open, and endured the exhausting heat of the Australian Open, has just dropped a bombshell that is reverberating throughout the world of sports. This is the assertion. In some ways, the popularity of three of the most enduring, undeniable gods to ever grace a tennis court has been overshadowed by Alexandra Eala, the burgeoning adolescent sensation from the Philippines. Roger Federer is the subject of our conversation. Rafael Nadal is the subject of our conversation. Andre Agassi is the subject of our conversation. Your initial thought upon hearing this is probably complete incredulity. How is it possible for a budding star who is still carving out a career on the professional circuit and navigating the demanding levels of the Women's Tennis Association to be included with three men who have single-handedly defined numerous eras of international sports? How can the Swiss Maestro who elevated tennis to the status of a fine art be surpassed by a young lady from Southeast Asia? The Las Vegas showman who transformed sports marketing and culture, and the Spanish bull who redefined physical domination. We must radically reinterpret what popularity means in 2026 in order to appreciate the enormity of this official surprise from the veterans. The number of television sets watching a Sunday afternoon final on traditional broadcast networks is no longer the only topic of discussion. The quantity of branded goods sold in a physical store in London, Paris, or New York is no longer the only indicator of celebrity. A digital colossus has emerged from the total fracture, evolution, and reconstruction of the human attention landscape. Popularity is a measure of instantaneous hyperactive engagement these days. Millions of notifications light up cell phones in completely new emerging markets, the immobility of extremely localized but intensely committed digital armies, the rapid-fire ecosystem of algorithmic reach, and the sheer volume of daily interactions are all indicators of its impact. They were observing a dramatic change in the world's demographics when one seasoned official professed complete astonishment at Alexandra Eala's popularity. They saw the torch being passed from the traditional tennis viewing bastions of Western Europe and North America straight to the Asian market, which is youthful, accustomed to digital media, and incredibly devoted. We will dismantle the conventional barriers of sports journalism in this comprehensive, in-depth examination. We shall not merely examine this headline's surface. We are going to dig up the roots of tennis's renown. We'll look at the model of superstardom that Andre Agassi created in the 1990s. We shall examine Roger Federer's 2 decades of sophistication as the epitome of worldwide business branding. We'll look at Rafael Nadal's global influence and the spirit of the ultimate warrior. After that, we will move into the storm's center. We'll examine the phenomenon of Alexandra Eala. We shall learn how the vast population of the Philippines, a country of more than 110 million people that was traditionally dominated by boxing and basketball, suddenly became interested in tennis and focused all of its cultural energy on a single young woman. Is the assertion made by this official a transient quirk of social media algorithms? Or does it signify a long-term overhaul of the tennis hierarchy? Take a seat, settle in, and let's explore the intriguing conflict between contemporary digital superiority and historical legends. We must first identify the enormous mountains that Alexandra Eala is purportedly climbing over in order to properly assess the assertion that she has eclipsed these legends in any popularity metric. Let's go back in time and examine the origins of contemporary tennis renown. The Agassi Revolution, in which appearance became crucial. We must start with Andre Agassi if we are discussing popularity that goes beyond the sport. Tennis was mostly seen through a very typical country club lens before to the 1990s. Collared shirts, spotless white clothing, silent applause, and rigid manners were all part of this sport. Andre Agassi comes in. He didn't enter the court by himself. Like a rock star who had strayed into a country club by accident, he blasted into the cultural scene. With his acid-wash denim shorts, bright Nike clothes, flowing neon mullet, and unreserved Las Vegas attitude. Agassi broke the stereotype. Agassi's fame extended beyond tennis enthusiasts. He was a worldwide symbol of popular culture. He appeared in the renowned Image Is Everything commercial campaigns. He was in a relationship with entertainers. He introduced a whole new audience to the sport. People who have never handled a racket in their lives, including teenagers and rebels, watch only to see what Agassi is wearing and what he will do next. His appeal was unadulterated, obvious, and disruptive to culture. Agassi symbolizes the turning point in tennis history when a seasoned official reflects on the sport's rise to prominence as a worldwide source of entertainment. Clicks were not used to gauge Agassi's popularity. Magazine covers, TV ratings, and the sheer amount of cultural noise he produced were used to gauge it. The Federer phenomenon is the epitome of international branding excellence. As Agassi's time came to an end, a completely new kind of superstar emerged. Rebellion was not Roger Federer's strategy. He used complete, unwavering grace to dominate the world. Of all the athletes in human history, Federer is arguably the most well-liked. He was a Swiss master who played tennis with such ease and fluidity that it was frequently likened to classical music or ballet. Global renown served as the cornerstone of Federer's fame. He rose to prominence as the face of the world's most opulent businesses: Shandon, MO, Mercedes-Benz, and Rolex. Federer was regarded as sporting royalty wherever he went, in addition to being an athlete. Admiration for him was ubiquitous, which contributed to his popularity. The crowds would applaud him even when he was vanquishing local heroes back home. The seasoned official is aware of Federer's enduring reputation. 20 Grand Slam victories and a reputation for excellence around the world are testaments to his legacy. Federer, however, is a member of a generation that mostly watched sports on linear television and read traditional news articles. Despite being enormous, his digital footprint was developed towards the end of his career. The warrior, the worldwide empire, and the Nadal ethos. Then there is Rafael Nadal. Nadal was heavy metal, whereas Federer was lyricism. When he first appeared on the scene, dressed in pirate pants and sleeveless shirts, Rafael Nadal brought a level of strength, passion, and sheer willpower that the sport had never seen before. He was viscerally popular. Because Nadal battled for every point as though it were his last, his fans were able to relate to him. He established an international fan base that verged on religious devotion by controlling Roland Garros clay courts to an unfathomable degree. Rafael Nadal also established himself as tennis institution, which is important to our tale today. In Mallorca, Spain, he founded the Rafa Nadal Academy, transforming his legacy into a real training ground for the upcoming generation of talented people around the world. The gap between the traditional and modern eras is filled by Nadal's fame. He is adored by everyone, held in high regard, and has a sizable social media following. How could a seasoned tennis official ever imply that a juvenile Filipino has surpassed these three titans, the paradigm shift, and the digital attention economy, given that they symbolize the ultimate height of fame? This is the point at which our analysis needs to be grounded in 2026 reality. We need to gently dispel a widespread myth about celebrity. Fame is no longer a static landmark. The river is flowing. Federer, Nadal, and Agassi will always have their legacy, historical significance, and widespread name recognition. Nobody is deleting their past. However, popularity is currently determined by interaction, virality, and the sheer speed of daily human attention that has drastically altered. The broadcast age has given way to the algorithmic era. To be viewed during the broadcast period, a television network had to aim a camera at you. To get your material to the top of millions of mobile feeds in the algorithmic age, you need a very active and engaged community. This leads us to the change in sports consumption by region. London, New York, Paris, and Melbourne were the tennis media's powerhouses for many years. However, Southeast Asia is currently home to the world's fastest-growing and most digitally aggressive markets. The Alexandra Eala phenomena. Let's welcome Alexandra Eala. You must comprehend the unique, exceptional nature of Eala's ascent in order to comprehend the veteran official shock. Alexandra Eala, who was born in the Philippines, recognized her extraordinary talent at a young age and made a pivotal choice. She relocated to Spain to train at the Rafa and Nadal Academy, which was established by one of the greats we just talked about. This immediately provided her with a story that bridged the gap between a developing market and the world's tennis royalty. Alex started taking home trophies in junior doubles at the Australian Open and the French Open, winning junior Grand Slams, and won the US Open girls singles title. She won for a country of more than 110 million people, not just for herself. The people of the Philippines are highly passionate, fiercely patriotic, and heavily online. In the past, this country has completely stopped, with no crimes reported in the streets for the sole purpose of watching Manny Pacquiao fight. Basketball is the lifeblood of this country. However, the entire weight of that country's digital infrastructure shifted in Alexandria's favor when she began to make headlines on the international tennis scene. The Philippine Digital Army mobilizes every time she sets foot on a court, dissecting the official surprise whether it's a grinding match on the ITF circuit or a high-profile WTA tournament in Dubai against elite opponents like Coco Gauff. Let's examine the specific observations made by the seasoned tennis official that led to this headline. The official is examining unprocessed real-time data. A well-curated snapshot of a charity event in Switzerland posted by Roger Federer, who is currently enjoying his well-earned retirement, gets a lot of respect, a predicted amount of likes, and kind, sentimental comments. For a certain group of die-hard fans, Agassi's public appearances bring back fond memories. The hourly digital frenzy of a budding star in the heat of competition is beyond even Rafael Nadal's commanding presence. However, the algorithm catches fire when a video of Alexandra Eala striking a stunning down-the-line winner is shared on social media. The typical measurements of the Women's Tennis Association are broken by the engagement rates, likes, shares, and thousands of comments in both English and Tagalog, as well as by the fan cams, TikTok edits, and YouTube reaction videos. The official is taken aback by the comparison between the retiring great's quiet, legacy-based appeal and the dynamic, daily, frantic energy of Ella's fan following. The everyday mentions of Agassi, Federer, and occasionally even Nadal are greatly outweighed by the trending topics, hashtag volume, and interaction rates for Alexandra Eala and the Asian demographic when you look at the stats on specific social media platforms on a random Tuesday. First, the change in the population. The official is seeing firsthand how powerful an unexplored market can be. The Western markets were flooded with traditional folklore. A sizable and well-connected Southeast Asian demographic that was hitherto underrepresented at the top levels of international tennis is being activated by ELA. The relatability aspect comes in second. Today's fans connect in a different way. They want more than just Federer, the undisputed sports deity. They desire a trip. They want to follow an adolescent who is battling her way up the ranks, overcoming obstacles, sharing real-life updates about her experiences, and representing their country internationally. In contrast to the closed-off legends of the past, Eala offers real-time access to her journey. The algorithmic bias is the third point. Platforms such as Instagram and TikTok strongly encourage quick, intense communication. When Federer was first establishing his domination or Agassi was winning Wimbledon, there was no feedback loop of viral popularity like the one created by the Philippine fanbase, which interacts with content at a rate that algorithms adore, pushing Ella's highlights into millions of feeds. A misinterpretation of this new reality is the root cause of the official surprise for veterans. They view the sport through the prism of historical status and traditional television ratings, which clashes with the reality of targeted algorithmic digital devotion. It's possible that Alexandra Eala doesn't have 20 Grand Slams. Her deal with Rolex is not perpetual. People in Middle America still don't know her when they go down the street. She has become a titan in the digital ecosystem, however, when it comes to the metric of who is producing the most intense, passionate, and voluminous conversation minute by minute in one of the most inhabited locations on Earth. She exemplifies a new type of sports fame that is based on community, patriotism, and the vigorous mobilization of an online fan base in addition to unquestionable perfection. What can we conclude with certainty about this explosive headline as we wrap up this thorough analysis? Although they were examining the statistics, the seasoned tennis official was not wholly incorrect. We must stay grounded on the facts in the absence of the appropriate context. In the history of human athletics, Roger Federer's legacy, Rafael Nadal's immortality on clay courts, and Andre Agassi's cultural revolution are all indelible. They serve as the cornerstone of the contemporary game. Their worldwide footprint cannot be erased. But the nature of celebrity has changed forever. The popularity torch is no longer passed along merely. The fans claim it. The extraordinary ascent of Alexandra Eala demonstrates that a player does not have to wait to win 5 Grand Slams to win the attention of a celebrity in the hyper-connected world of today. Eala has taken over the contemporary attention economy with the help of a fervently committed country, the Redefining Academy, and an extremely captivating online presence. She has demonstrated that local fervor magnified by international platforms may produce a daily volume of noise that genuinely shocks the sport's established gatekeepers. For tennis, this is a lovely time. It indicates that the sport is expanding. It is expanding to new parts of the world. Young athletes in Southeast Asia are being inspired by it since they witness someone who resembles them, hails from their area, controlling online discourse, and is battling her way to the top of the professional ranks. The stadium was created by the Big Three's success, but the people currently occupying the digital seats are the colorful, boisterous, and fervent supporters of players like Alexandria. I appreciate you coming along on this highly in-depth exploration of how sports celebrity, legacy, and the new digital frontier of tennis are changing. Please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you found this degree of in-depth analysis enjoyable. Who, in your opinion, has the most ardent tennis fan base nowadays?